Welcome to another one of my vlogs. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to everyone who's watching and commenting positively or negatively. It's nice to know that I'm not just talking to a camera. Congratulations to Ryan Malone, I forgot to say it last time, on the birth of his first child, him and his wife. Good name, William. I'm not going to say any more, but great name. Also, awesome news that he wants to stay, or so says the interview that he did with that was reported on the Post-Gazette website. Good stuff, really good stuff. Big news for me is that I will be seeing the Penguins finally in October in Stockholm when they play the Senators in those two season openers. A lot of people, Penguins fans back in the States, are not very happy about it. You know, you're losing a home game, and you're losing a game where you might want to go and see the Penguins in Ottawa. But for me, it's great. It's much closer. In fact, it's probably actually cheaper for me to go over to the States and see the Penguins there. But hey, it's season openers, it's in Sweden. I like Sweden, I like the Penguins, I quite like the Senators. They're good to watch. It's going to be great. A great weekend. Going to have a few drinks, have a chat to a few hockey fans. It's all good. Hope to see you later. It's the Bruins on the 13th. I think it was 13th. I missed the first 10 minutes. I was down the pub, you know. Sometimes there are more important things than hockey, and alcohol tends to be one of those. Anyway. Wasn't a good start. I got in a couple of minutes into my viewing of the game. Gonchar with a giveaway. First real bad play for quite a while. Giveaway, and they go 1-up, Bruins 1-up. Not long after that, Big George Dirac, unlike him, gets smished into the boards by Jeremy Reach. Puck out front, Sobotka taps it home. His first NHL goal, first ever NHL goal. Congratulations to him. Penguins didn't, from what I saw, the 5 minutes from 10 minutes to 15 minutes in that first period, just didn't really have any flow. With a poor transition, generally looking a bit disjointed. There wasn't really a lot to go on in the game as a whole. The Bruins trapped well, and even when we got through that trap and got a bit of pressure on, Zdeno Chara was really solid, just getting in the way of everything. Christensen brought back down to up with a bang. He's had a good few weeks working on that line with Talbot and Star. Got it, there you go. We'll cut that bit. He had that shot blocked by Chara that would have almost certainly been a goal. He then found an open net, and then late in the third, with that chance on the power play, he lost his nerve and passed the puck when he should have had a shot. He might not have scored, but it was a better chance, I think, for him if he'd shot. Finally got on the board. Malkin, of course, who else? Drew the penalty. He looked absolutely knackered. He stayed on the ice though and got that shot away. That wired into the top corner. Great shot. And there's some great saves from Conklin late on a couple of breakaways with a couple of minutes to go. 31 saves. Good stuff. The loss to the Canes was disappointing, but thank goodness I didn't see it. They outshot us 46-22. That is rolling back the years to, you know, a couple of years ago when Fleury was facing 50, 60 shots a night. And it's not on. It's really not. The Canes beat us fair and square. Good to see Brooksy though finally get a goal. 180 odd games I think it's been since he scored, which is good. You know, it's not his job to score goals, but it's always nice when your defensemen are going to have the confidence to shoot and get that puck on net. Scary thing about recent games, including this one against the Canes, was the chances we're giving up while we're on the power play. We've got to concentrate better on when we're handling the puck at that blue line and not get too many players in deep, because then they've got that chance to break out. They're always going to look to do that, because even if they can't get a goal scoring opportunity, they're going to waste time down the ice, waste our power play. Coming into the Sabres game, more injuries. Chris Beach out with a broken wrist. A little bit harsh on the lad. He's only just got here. Didn't really make much of an impact his first few games, but at least he's going to know where he's going to be for the next few weeks, rather than being on waivers and wherever else he might be. It was interesting to see Max Talbot start with Gino and Sikora on that top line. I read recently that Terrian had said that they need to spread that scoring out. They can't just rely on that line of Malone, Malkin and Sikora. And so he popped Talbot up to that line, dropped Malone back to be centred, Malone and Armstrong to be centred by Stahl, and that I think is going to be the line. Stahl will move out and probably play on the third line, or maybe go up to the first line on the wing of Malkin when Crosby comes back, and Crosby will play in between Malone and Armstrong. just getting Armstrong and Malone together, I think, to try and get a bit of chemistry between those two before Sid gets back into the game. It was a crazy first few minutes actually in this Sabres game. Quite a lot of hits from both sides. A really fun start. You know, the first period was, despite not having much of the role of the part, whatever it might be. In fact, we were downright dominated, 20 shots to 5. It was actually, I really enjoyed the first period. I don't know why. Just, you know, it was a physical game. It was a physical period. There was chances here and there. Should have actually had the lead going into that first period break. A 3-on-1 chance in the dying embers of the period, but we didn't do it. Ruutu finally got a goal. 50-odd games for him. That's two players in the last couple of games that have finally broken their scoring ducks, which was a breakaway actually. He comes out of the box, gets the puck on his stick, and you know he's going to score. He's great on those shootouts. Just that nice little move, goes to the backhand, a little deep backhand in the goal. Good stuff. Couple of lucky bounces for the second goal. At this point, the shot's 23-8 in favour of the Sabres. It just shows you've got to take your chances and, you know, work. We've got a lot of work to do to prevent those shots. Again, we're giving up a lot of shots. 46 against the Canes the previous night, 23, and luckily not conceded as that stood at that time. Got to talk about Coletti. See the new Ruutu. I mean, he hasn't got a lot of penalty minutes this season. He's drawing penalties. He was really good at drawing penalties. He drew a penalty off Armstrong because he smashed Malkin into the boards, and Armstrong came after him. I'm not sure whether he dropped the gloves, but Armstrong got a penalty. You know, and fair enough, draw a penalty. But later in the game, you could finish it off and drop the gloves and back it up. But you know, I think that might come with a bit more experience on his part. You know, you'll get a lot more respect around the league. Talking of Ruutu, he had a great chance to double his tally with seconds left in the second, but couldn't quite get it there. It just drifted wide of the net. Good shift early doors from the Penguins, especially Connor James, Jeff Tate and Tyler Kennedy. Really good stuff. That's exactly what you want from that energy line, that third, fourth line. Just get out there and, you know, get a forecheck on and just try and get a couple of chances. Even luckier third goal. The puck just dribbling through. Miller lost sight of it, and then came Malkin and stuffed it home for another goal. And then the fourth goal to make it a 4-1 win was Armstrong with the empty net goal. I have to say he did deserve it. His forechecking was good during the game. He had a few other little mishaps during the game that, you know, not one of his greatest games, but I think he's deserved the goal. He's worked hard, and good to see him get that. Another 36 saves from Conklin though. Absolutely fantastic against the Sabres this season. Florida game, which was just last night. Didn't have a lot to say. Not a lot to say in early part of this game. Florida Panthers go 1-up. Booth with the goal. Straight off that next face-off, Tyler Kennedy and Booth have a little tussle. Kennedy drops the gloves. Didn't even give Booth a chance to drop his. Got a few shots in. Good to see Kennedy willing to drop the gloves. You know, okay, Booth isn't a big fighting guy. He's not a big scary guy, but you know, it was good to see him have a little bit of a go at him there. I have to admit that I did give up watching when we were 2-0 down late in the second. I was getting tired. The game didn't seem to be going very far. I didn't think either team deserved to be leading at that point, and I just left it there. I didn't give up hope. You know, we're a good team, and we've always had a strong third period. Got up this morning, checked the highlights, and I was delighted to see we came back to grab the win. Of course, I'm always going to be delighted with the win. And again, Gino with a couple of assists there puts him in the scoring lead. Fantastic stuff. You know, it's just exceptional achievement. 27 points in the last 14 games. He's just scary to watch, and we're going to get Sid back soon. He might even play against Montreal in a couple of days' time. I personally think, you know, we've got plenty of good players playing well at the moment. Just go easy with him. I don't want to rush him back. It's only been 4 weeks since that injury, and we can't have him going down and missing the playoffs. But if they think he's ready, he's ready. One last thing, I'm going to blow my own trumpet a little bit here. I'm featured on NHL.com at the moment, my blog thing, and it's nice for me because I'm featured just below Malkin's picture, Ovechkin's picture, Hasek and Brodeur. What good company to be in, eh? Thanks again.